Hey guys, Fallen Angel here. Excuse me. I've been out already filming the cemetery, and I figured I'd take a break, talk to you guys. I've been trying to go live since I got here, way before I got here, and for some reason the live stream was not working correctly. So, hey Jen, how are you doing? It's been pretty interesting. You know how you get, you have everything planned out and nothing ends up going the way you expected it to be. That's kind of what happened. Hi, Julie Murray. Oh, and by the way, it is kind of cool over here. So I got my haunted trucking merch. I do have merch in the store, the haunted trucking store. He allowed me to make some merch for myself. If you put in Fallen 20, you can get 20% off of all the merch in the store. So, and it's going to be a whole month worth of promotion for that. So you've got all month to get your haunted trucking and Fallen Angel merch. Hey Michelle, how are you doing? Been walking around this cemetery. I'm fixing to show you a little bit of what I've seen here. It's been kind of quiet. I've been just checking out things and just going walking around. There's a lot here. There's over 13,000 people that have been buried here. There has been some that have unmarked graves too. And another thing that I am definitely going to look for is the memorial. They have a memorial at somewhere on this property, this cemetery, where I believe it was prisoners of war during World War I were brought to I think it was called Hot Springs, North Carolina. They all actually got sick of, I think, the typhoid fever, and so they were buried in the cemetery as well. I have been looking for a couple of the authors, and I have yet to find them. It's like a needle in a haystack. Hi Jennifer, how are you doing? But yeah, it's pretty cool over here, so I put my haunted trucking merch on this morning to keep me warm. Michelle's starting to feel better. Steph told me you're going live this morning, so I had to catch you. She wanted me to holler hello to you. She loves you, but had to get some stuff. I can understand. I could definitely understand that. But it's just this. I've done like an hour of walking in the entire time I've been filming. So I have plenty of stuff to review, and I've still got more that I want to film. And where we parked at is somebody that is really well known in the city. His name is Zebulon B. Vance. And from what my sister says, she disagrees with the fact that he was actually a slave owner, and there was other things that kind of she disagreed with, but because it is part of history, I felt like the need to include it. And Jennifer, I'm doing good, relaxing. Overdid it yesterday walk. Yeah, just be really careful, Jennifer. I mean, seriously. Good morning, Mom. Hope you're doing okay. Been walking like crazy. Hi, Randy. Dang girl, when do you sleep? I've actually slept a good bit last night. I actually went to bed a little bit early, to be honest. I actually fell asleep, woke up, stayed up for an hour, went back to sleep, and been kind of up since about 6. And sorry I'm a little wobbly. I don't have it in my tripod like I should. But here shortly, being on the live stream with you guys, and so you guys can see how much is here. There, like, I was scared of feeling like I was disrespectful, because there are so many graves here that it's hard to understand, like, where is the best place to walk where you're not stepping on, could be stepping on somebody. And I hope everybody's having a good morning. Heck, I've been up since about 6 o'clock, been kind of getting myself prepared for this, because I rarely get to do stuff like this. And to me, it's kind of exciting. And I tried my best to get a few of the background stories on some of these people that are here. Because a lot of them are on that website, Find the Grave, and the ones that I've missed, I'm going to go back through and probably do a voiceover and explain part of their life. Not awake too early. Hi, Chief. Had a bad headache. I'm sorry, Jennifer. Hopefully you feel better soon. But yeah, it's a lot of a big area to have to try to explore and film, because the sun was just coming up. It's kind of hard to be able to picture everything, because it turns into shadow on the video, so I had to be careful as much as I could. Your cat got you up. Cats are cool no matter what anybody says. I love dogs, but I think cats are cool. Michelle, glad you got out to film. Yes, I definitely needed to. I felt like I just hadn't had the means to be able to do it. Now that I do have the means, thanks to my sister being supportive, giving me ideas and whatnot, she's been cool about it. I'm so glad you got to catch this live too. Hi, Laura. So, yeah, the live stream I was going to do earlier, I was going to try to be here as soon as the gates opened at 7 o'clock in the morning, which didn't get here until about 8:30. Only because that kind of, as soon as it opens up, they say you can hear gunshots, and then you can see apparitions of people that look like they're dressed from the Confederate Army walking through the cemetery. And this is like right when the sun starts coming up. Hi, Barry, how are you doing? So I wanted to try to catch that, but unfortunately things got running behind. And then my phone decided to act up, so Streamlabs is pretty reliable, but sometimes it don't want to work right. get me some water here. But yeah, one of these days I told my sister, I said, we're gonna have to get here really early and try to see if we can catch some of that. It would be really, really cool. I can actually kind of show you what I'm talking about right now. This is just one part of the entire hillside, and there's 3 or 4 different rows of hills that you don't step on somebody. This is one of the biggest places as far as the cemeteries go that they have. And so it's kind of, you know, there is more here than what you actually see. Between the trees there's even more gravestones. There's even more graves and memorials and whatnot. And Gettysburg would be fantastic to watch. There's even a place in the cemetery for veterans. There's a lot of veteran graves in the spot over here. Well, I'm sorry, Country Coyote. And Julie just smiling. There's 2 people that I know that I'm trying to find their grave. And one of them is Thomas Wolfe, which I hadn't really read any of his books. But also there is a author here by the name of O. Henry, the pen name O. Henry. He's well known for the book The Gift of the Magi. And I've been trying my best to look for I've been looking for those grave markers. There's quite a few congressmen here, soldiers. There's actually people that were slaves at one point that are buried here. Some of the first African Americans in the city's history, like first of certain things, and they were well known, are buried here as well. I do hope your shoulder feels better, Country Coyote. And I hate that all that happened to you. I hate that you're hurting, but I'm glad you made sure that that baby's okay. And then, I mean, it's just a lot here. It's going to take a few times of coming here and doing filming and possibly investigating even more. But yeah, I told everybody I would go live earlier today. And because this app did not want to do right, I figured while I had the chance to, I'll go ahead and go live and let you guys know what is going on here. I'm probably going to film maybe another hour here, and then I'm going to get my booty in gear. Hi, Texas Brenda, how are you doing? Yeah, there's just so much here, and there's so many I would say the way that some of these monuments were sculptured was pretty awesome. It's, to me, the history of the people's interesting, and then on top of that, the way some of these gravestones are decorated, the way they're sculptured, pretty interesting. And I am going to do my best to try to film as much of it as I can. There's always going to be another time that I can do it. It's just being able to go through and going through the cemetery and whatnot. I know this big white girl is tired and hot. Hi, my girl. How are you doing? And catch you later, Barry. Thank you for coming. I appreciate everybody coming by and sit with me while I take a break. Like I said earlier, this Streamlabs is kind of pain. It didn't want to go through. It said something about credentials weren't right, so I had to sign out, sign back in, and all that good stuff to see if it worked. Do you guys want to see some of what I haven't been able to film yet? I'll take you guys with me. Let's see if I can get the... This is it. Is this the right key? I sure hope so. Sister leaves me the keys and I don't know how to use them. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I will do a little bit of a walking around because I'm actually getting a little bit warm. It's gonna be kind of a slow deal. I'm gonna be like a little turtle. Okay, doors are locked. Got my camera on with me just in case. Doors are locked. So that means my sister's gonna have to find me to get in the car. Haha. Okay. Flip y'all around. But yeah. Oop. Finger cam. At least this cemetery has a lot of shade. A lot of trees here. It was... I'd have to say it felt like it was in the 50s this morning. It was cold enough that I felt like I needed a jacket. And there's... I don't think my sister'd ever find me. Good thing she can call me. Herman. watching. Oh, it's very peaceful other than it being right near the highway. But it's almost like, not necessarily annoying. It's just almost like a hum. It's a continuous humming of the motors. And I cannot pronounce that to save my life. Home Shartle. And these are all people. It's like got a separation thing, so I guess they're all family right here, which makes it very, very interesting. I just hope I don't fall over. And you know I'm bad about that. Collier. Charles Collier and Mary Ellen. Ooh, bright light. And some of these are so old here, guys, that it's eroded so much that the words that they had on them is no longer visible. And I know there's been times that haunted trucking has been at a cemetery and they had two graves or monuments above ground, like, and it looks like a grave. Actual coffin type deal above. And there are several here like that as well. If the sun had quit shining so bright, but the whole hillside is got so many graves, it's kind of overwhelming to me. Surprising. And I'm the same way, Jen. I love older cemeteries. Which direction? Down this way? Or keep going straight? I'm going to step here in the shade a little bit. Individual mausoleums, cool. Which way y'all want to go? Hawbone Dancer, it's good to see you. Should we keep going straight that way up the hill or go downhill? Downhill. Whoever wants to go, Chief, honey, it's a big circle. Hi, Laura. Where did you see the shadow at? Down this way? And I think it could have been my finger. I don't know. My sister's probably going to wonder where I went to, but I don't really care. She knows I'm going to be here. Down here. There's a few graves here. I just wanted to make sure, Michelle, because I know around that time you said you saw a shadow. Thought it could have been my finger. Hi, Tammy Burgess.